Поступив героически и бросившись на спасение мальчика, Зельнер оказывается на поезде, который стремительно летит вперед и не управляется никем. Нам нужно действовать быстро и решительно, чтобы спасти жизнь ребенка, а также самим успеть уйти из поезда до того, как случится катастрофа. Я приветствую вас на прохождении игры The Raven на Virtuozilla Game World. Давайте продолжать, друзья. Посмотрим под прилавок. Как вам прикид Зельнера? Мэтта здесь нет. Окно было разбито. Сюда задувал ветер. Бутылки также мы сейчас взять не можем. Что это было? Это выход наружу. Хорошо, давайте пройдем далее. Выглянем в то же окно, которое мы выглядывали в тоннеле.
The engine and the coal tender are burning stronger and hotter. The airflow is feeding the flames. I have to decouple the wagons immediately. Sooner or later, the engine will be blown apart. The boiler is under extreme. There's nobody to control it. It's all up to me.
Простите, пожалуйста.
The boiler is under extreme pressure and there's nobody to control it. It's all up to me.
Все в наших руках. Похоже, реплика не меняется, да. Здесь можно продолжать выглядывать. Так, можем осмотреть сумку и посмотреть под стол. А вот и Мэтт. Сначала смотрим сумку. Не сразу я заметил его ножки в носочках.
Lady Westmacott's bag is probably smaller and more expensive.
Посмотрим, что есть в сумке. Деревянный пистолет, который мы когда-то забрали у Мэтта, и который должен был получить его в Венеции. Так, под стол пока смотреть не будем, а пойдем сходим в следующий вагон.
Matt? What on earth are you doing there? What were you thinking? Bah, come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man.
Давайте спросим, что он делает в поезде.
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
There's so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything. Then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense.
А теперь узнаем, какой человек.
Well, what about this man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down.
Может, это проводник?
All right. First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay? You want to come out? Good idea. You stay put. Matt saw something. It could prove to be very useful. But if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to use that information in this lifetime. Matt saw it, but if I don't... Matt hasn't grasped the gravity of the situation yet, which is good, as I can't take care of him and the train.
Да, давайте посмотрим записи. Листаю с самого начала, так как вы знаете, друзья, никто не знает, где мог написать что-то Зельнер. Мальчик не смог сдержаться и пробрался в поезд, чтобы отыскать свой пистолет. Это было опасно, но храбро. Я хотел бы на него сердиться, но не могу. Можно попробовать дать ему его пистолет.
Cover me, okay?
No problem.
Matt,
Так, ну, теперь под стол уже заглянуть нельзя. Давайте попробуем аварийный тормоз.
hold tight, Matt.
Вряд ли это сработает.
Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. The emergency brake either was damaged in the explosion or was sabotaged, but whatever, it's not working. I think I should try to uncouple the locomotive. I mean, how else can I stop the train?
Так, в окно тоже уже смотреть нельзя. Идем в следующий вагон. Этот вагон не пострадал.
I can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage toppled over and is blocking the door.
Либо там кто-то прячется прямо сейчас. Но в любом случае больше мы не можем попробовать сюда войти. Идем далее. В комнате профессора бардак. Проверим шкаф. Так, инструменты для бритья, бутылки, мыльница. Открутим кран.
The tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running.
Похоже, его можно будет откручивать еще много раз, и это для чего-то может понадобиться.
What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no, of course not. And now you're here, on an out-of-control train in the Alps, responsible for the life of a child who'll be doomed without you. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to save the day. A large, soft towel, very comfortable. I'll wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free.
Может быть, полотенце стоит намочить?
A large, soft towel, very comfortable. It's soaking up the cold water.
Так будет посвежее.
The towel is soaked, it's cold, it's heavy, and the water is slowly running down my back. I hope it's worth it. My situation isn't that desperate.
Так, Зельнер отказывается пить, это очень правильно в этой ситуации, друзья. Смотрим еще, что здесь есть. Помните маленькую пуговичку на полу, которую мы сразу даже не заметили? Поэтому нужно внимательно все посмотреть. Ну, сюда уже подойти поближе нельзя, здесь перевернутая мебель. Нужно идти далее. Поезд может в любой момент врезаться. Или что еще хуже, сойти с рельса, слететь куда-нибудь в пропасть. Этот вагон тоже практически не пострадал, и это хорошо. Такие прекрасные вагоны. Жалко. Что ж, здесь совсем ничего. Давайте вот так вот. Ага, можно вот здесь выглянуть в окно.
Hardly see out of the window because of the smoke. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up there, but it must be tons. I can't do anything about the fire. A steam locomotive is controlled chaos. Fire, hot steam, enormous pressure, all kept in check by tons of steel. A runaway steam locomotive is a bomb waiting to explode.
видимо, совсем ничего на этом экране. Внимательно изучили. Так, вот этот вот стоп-кран не работает, но вот я заметил топор.
An axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is.
Действительно. Вот так вот ездим в поездах и думаем, что никогда такие топоры не пригодятся. Но вот как раз такая ситуация, когда мы можем пустить в ход этот инструмент. Что-то здесь было, открыть дверь. Пока не будем это делать. Скорее всего, ее придется просто прорубывать. Но больше ничего и нет. И нужно скорее открывать дверь.
If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes. Ouch! Hot!
Горячо.
The handle is already too hot to touch. The handle is...
Так, на этот случай у нас припасено полотенце.
Locked. The handle is already...
Давайте попробуем топором.
Not very handy. On the other hand, one does need a certain heft to accomplish anything with an axe. Okay, we'll do it the hard way.
Давай же, Зельнер. И еще. Представьте, какая там жара. Если Зельнер здесь просто не расплавит, то мы отцепим состав от поезда, который превратился в часовой механизм с бомбой.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That means that first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
Сперва рычаг. Тут такой же механизм. Я просто осмотрю, можно ли еще услышать комментарий главного героя. Ну, вряд ли. Поэтому, друзья, пробуем повернуть рычаг.
It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
И что же делать? Использовать топор можно было где-то, я видел.
That should do the trick. The coupling won't release because it's under too much tension.
Так. Снова топор.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
И Мэтт рассказал Зельнеру историю. Пробираясь украдкой по вагонам, едва засунув руку в сумочку мамы, он услышал кашель где-то за барной стойкой. Мэтт испугался и спрятался под стол. Похож на проводника.
Achoo!
Душа ушла в пятки. Это, пожалуй, была ситуация в жизни, когда Мэтт испугался сильнее всего.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
Heh, no. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew. Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for...
For the cruise!
What?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Отправляемся на каникулы. Если вы остановились, сделайте перерыв. Это хороший совет.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh. The ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
Инспектор Легран остается в своей ужасной манере и пытается сплавить Зельнера. Давайте скажем, что он заслуживает поплыть на корабле.
I deserve to come along.
Поплыть
What you
раздельно,
did
это
was
гениально.
extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind.
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high. Enjoy your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large. What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back on the track. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to eliminate the other one.
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted by that damned letter.
How did you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
Я тоже поплыву.
I'm coming with you. Full stop.
The thief was able to place 10 sticks of dynamite in a cash box right under my nose. For all we know, you could already be sitting on the next bomb. You cannot come.
But, Inspector...
We're here.
Ужасен этот телегран. Таких нельзя допускать до работы в органах.
An urgent telegram from Paris.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train, and to return to Paris and explain myself.
But sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might.
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received it. Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
У Зельнера кофточка прям как у моего дедушки была, вылитый прям.
What is the constable's problem with me?
I think he's jealous. Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Robert is to accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you too.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war. I personally took it out of the bank vault, and Professor Lucien certified that it was the real thing.
And while a fake jewel was sent by train,
the real one was brought here in an armored car.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it arrives in Egypt.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for potential thieves.
Commendable. I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
But what do you mean by that?
Let us assume just for a moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? No, they wanted to revel in a successful manhunt, and it was the best thing that could have happened to the Raven. The search for him was over. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling kilometers away.
And now he's back? And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters. Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers. You can't seriously intend to stake your reputation on such weak evidence.
My reputation rests on something that I probably did not do. I have to find out who's behind all this.
Может быть, он ранил ворона, а ворон кого-то убил и подложил вместо себя. Тело же нашли, не нашли, об этом не говорится.
Let's review. One of the two most valuable jewels in the world was stolen. Obviously, the second one will be next. And you suspect a legendary burglar who's been dead for 5 years.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there, in a safe that requires 3 keys. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just one key left, the Baroness's.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look, you can keep your eyes open for me here on the wharf. I'd be most grateful. But when this ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board.
But, Inspector,
We're dealing with a dangerous man, and I will pursue him regardless of the consequences. I won't let you get mixed up in this affair.
it's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine, and I've already made it. Good day, Constable Zellner.
Какой же жестоковыйный инспектор. Нам нужно попасть на борт, несмотря на его упертость, абсолютно глупую, друзья. Но этим мы займемся уже в следующей части. Сейчас давайте сохранимся, хотя наверняка автосейв и так сработал. Да, вот он есть. Сохраним игру. И встретимся с вами на следующей части прохождения игры. Здесь на Virtuozilla Game World скоро, очень скоро я буду делать его для вас. Приходите.